Hey, how y'all doing? Let me know if you can hear me real quick. Lenny is the perpetual first comer, which is a good thing. How you doing, Lenny? So if you're in the chat, you're hanging out, please, let me know you're there. Um, and yeah. So how you all doing? We are having a what? I don't know. I've lost count at this point. But we are doing source diving with Kelvin. Today is a little bit. I'm a little bit giddy about it because I'm gonna be like committing to an idea I've had for a while, which is like making my website open source. We're gonna talk about that a great deal. Um, but let me see. So you all know the drill, right? If you're here, do share the the link. Your task, right? Share the. So I'm gonna give you the tweet I made. So you go share that, comment on it, retweet, whatever, and let's get more folks in here. It's hey, hi Ogun Dijo, welcome. Yeah, so you go go blow that up. All right. Um and of course, we always have our agendas which I'm gonna show you pretty soon. So yeah, Lenny can hear me loud and clear. Lenny was the first person here, even before me. I was like a minute late. I was hey Paul, welcome too. So for those that don't didn't notice, I went to get a haircut. So I came in the nick of time, but the setup took me like 1 minute extra for me to get all that in. So don't talk about my haircut, Lenny. Okay, my haircut. Do not do that. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna do. First of all, I will have to inform you, I am playing around the Arc browser. Um, so I might be slow with the navigation for a while, but I tried it yesterday. It was kind of cool, so I wanted to like see how that works for me. Okay, so let's see what do we have for today. So you all, my task, your task. So you all go retweet and comment to the Twitter thing. Okay, all right. So big comment in there, retweet, share to your friends wherever they are, bring them in here, and hopefully that's done. So today we're going to open source. So we have like a couple of things to do today. Really, yikes, that's quite a lot. Um, yeah. So I might be do some a little bit of coding too, but we'll never know. On top of the list is open sourcing dominuskelvin.dev, which is my website. So if I open Arc, let's see, Dominus Kelvin. Yes, if I can type today, kelvin.dev. This is the website we're going to do. So this is Arc, by the way, by the browser company. If you know me, you know I like minimalism, and this the first time I tried it, I didn't really like it because it felt too dry. Even now, I'm still, I'm making myself use it because I kind of like the minimalism going on. I just have to master the shortcuts, and I love shortcuts before. So right now, to switch between open tabs, I don't know how to do that yet, and I haven't had the time to like invest to like search and take the days to get it. It's not for it's no fault of the browser company. It's just me not having like the perfect time to like go through the getting started and the onboarding things to really get to most of it. But so far, I like it so clean. So this is dominuskelvin.dev, and so we want to open source this. So the idea for open sourcing this is not really to like get contribution. Contributions are good, right? But mostly like inspire people. Like this could be like a starting point or inspiration for you to build your own not portfolio project, no, your own personal website. All right, so this is my own personal website and blog and some other things. So TKYT sessions are all in here. My newsletter is in here. All the social things and the things I'm care about and I'm working on. So it's just very simplistic. You know me, I like minimalism, so nothing fancy, no animations, but it's built with Astro, as you could see on the bottom here. Start with Tailwind CSS, of course. So it might be very good for you, if you could use this as a starting point. So I don't know what you all think, chat. All right. So let's see what chat thinks. Okay, Kamsi, hey Kamsi, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate your coming. So, what do you all think, right? So, about the whole idea of open sourcing, do you think it would be good for you to like use it as a starting point for your project? If it's via you to do that, let me know what you think, chat. So that aside, so let's get some things going, right? So we have like an hour, so let's get busy. So first things first. So we've talked about the why, right? Then the thing we need to do now is to add an open source license, right? Because open source license is the license for the code use and distribution. I've always find MIT has been really good for me, so I'm just going to copy one of the several open source projects I work on, and we are just like good to go. All right. So that's the first thing we need to do. So I think I would look at initial sales, and just well, what is this? Yeah, this is the one I want. The license, right? You can see MIT, but this one is registered to the sales guys coming. Of course, the website is going to register to me. But you get the idea. So we're going to go here now, and first thing is to just create a new file. So I'm going to just do license, and we're going to paste it here. Then the sales gas company. So this one DT3. So we're just gonna do it everything. Do the Kelvin promotion, right? See, license all done, right? That's good, right? Let's do some confetti from this. Yeah. So let me see what chat. I really need to find a way to get the chats like in this scene. So what all those fancy Twitch streamers use, right? Where the chat just come up from the bottom and just go up here. I so wow, that's beautiful. But I don't know how to do that yet. So you've got to go. Hey, Barbara. Barbara is here. Yes, yes, yes. So Lenny, I'm glad. So Lenny is customer. Okay, no, not customer. Jeez, is user number one. All right, for this, I'm going to pop it out there. So yes, so Lenny, we're doing this for you. Of course, I'm kidding. For everyone else. So that's done now. So I'm just gonna, let me create git commit. This is a show. Add license. How do you? Okay, I can spell. I can spell. Okay. All right. So now that's done. So I believe that's basically all I need to make this open source. So now is to push the code, make it public, and to do that, let's see. I'm going to create a new release. So this is the very first public version of it. I'm pretty sure there are no secrets. I don't have any. So yeah, just in case I mess up, but I've been having a lot of minor versions, but this is going to be like 3.1.0 because this is like a new look. I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to create this flow release start. Going to do 3.1.0, and I'm going to just bump up this bad boy, then take this one out. So git add git cmt, then git flow release. This is just like my workflow. I know it's boring, but I kind of do this even for personal projects, Make source made. So at 3.1.0, we made source code open source. Yes. Okay. Good. So you're ready. So I'm going to push this now, and because we have a license now, so it has an open source license. I'm going to push the main, also push the tags. Let's see what chat's saying. The dates. Oh shit. Oh no. Did I mess the date up? I see. I have to have the chat in when my code screen because Paul would have just saved me. Ah, come on. Fine. Now I have to create a hotfix. Hotfix 3. Thank you for the cache. 3.1.1. Oh, sorry. Good flow. Hotfix dot. Now I'm just gonna. The date is this one. Git add. Git commit. Fix update. update on license. Okay. Git flow hot fix finish. 0.1.1. Okay. Updated date on license. Thank you, Paul, for the catch. If you pay attention to details, I like it. And yeah, so of course I did not switch to this screen. Yeah, we have to fix the setup chat. So we need to get chat in here so I don't always have to switch this. Like I would find a way. All right. So I've just I've made the change Paul cut, and now we have the changes both here. So I'm going to push this one. I'm gonna load tags and let's go. Good. It's gone. So I'm gonna switch this back, and now we're gonna go to GitHub on Arc. Okay. Now this is me going back to the Stone Ages by clicking things. Oh my god. And yeah, so you're ready. So we're gonna go to settings, and I'm gonna go all the way over here. But what did they do? Yeah, this one. So we are gonna change to public, and we are 8 people in here. So that means you all get to be the first stargazers. You all go star the project once it's public. So for like because I want to make public. I've read. So when we do that, we're gonna go confetti in here, and yeah. All right, for Barbara, Lenny, those interested, the code base is all yours. So you all go give it some stars. I'm gonna copy this and paste in the chat. So yes, Rosalind. I like I said, you see, the switching, that's why you couldn't see my screen anymore. So sorry about that. But don't worry, I would fix that so we don't have to switch too much. Because I have to switch to Ecan to like get the chat and come back here where we have the coding things. But yeah, so that's it. It's on GitHub now. You'll go star it, give me some star. I want to see 8 stars. Okay, so let me feel good that I have I know my website is open source and it's useful. Yeah, so so let's see what else. So this has been done. We did do that with confetti. It's all there. And Astro content. So if we go back to Arc, oh my, back to the Stone Ages, are we? Yeah. Don't worry, I will figure this out. Let me see. Copy your shortcut. I just switch it. Come on, I don't have that. So I'm going to do that later. So over the weekend, if you were following me on Twitter, you see I was working on this page, the articles page, which lists all the articles I've ever worked on, and I had to use something called Astro content, and I'm going to show you the differences, right? So first of all, let's open Astro content. So astro.build. Going to open up in a new tab. So you all tell me what you think about the Astro website, and also what you think about the Arc browser. It's kind of cool, right? Very minimalist, except I haven't known how to navigate it yet. So, but that one is on me, okay, not on them. So this, where is the content? Yeah. So this content collection. So before in TKYT, right? I'm going to show you the before and the after of how this works. So let's close this. So for TKYT, I manage everything you see on the TKYT page. For example, God, I can't get used to this, but let's do this. So everything you see here, right, is all a very big JSON file. So both the upcoming and all sessions, everything here are being served from JSON. So since the source code is all open, so that means you all can see it. So if we check the TKYT, so you see TKYT.json, you see like an upcoming array and the sessions array. So this is how it's been managed. And if we go to TKYT, no, not that one, TKYT.astro, which is Astro pages, you could see how I'm doing them things. So yeah, I'm getting all sessions, then I'm getting the upcoming sessions, and I'm also using some sorts, like to sort by dates and stuff like that, and just looping really. So yeah, of course, I have posters, so that's another Astro component which you can click through, just Astro and Tailwind things. So the thing is with the Astro content collection, right? With this one, there's this new folder structure for organizing your contents, both contents as data, which is like what I had with the .json file, and also as markdown.md files, which is what my blog post is in right now. Let me see. Any comments in the comments? Yeah, thank you. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's showing the 404, right? Because I shared this the setting page. Yes, of course, I would do that. So let me give you all the real link. Like I said, I probably do need to fix this to get the chat up in here. So that's gonna be dominuskelvin.dev. No, no, no. So dominuskelvin.dev. Right? So yeah, just let me know if this one works. Yeah, so sorry about all that. I think yes, it is the wrong link because yes, it's the wrong link. And that's also because I can't see the link in Arc. Like this is me learning the ropes of this new browser, right? But you all pardon me for that. This should work for you right now. So you go start. There are 6 people here now. I want to see 6 stars. So thank you. So let's go back here, right? I was talking about this new content collections in Astro. So according to the docs, a content collection is any top level directory inside the reserved source content project directory, such as source content slash newsletter or content authors. So what this means is that there's a special folder in the source directory called content. And if you put anything in there, it's going to be seen as a content by Astro, as a content collection, right? And with that, instead of having if we check now the articles page, instead of having them as a one JSON file, which is articles.json, and just put everything in there, we could now have something like this. Let me go to source, now content, you see articles, you could see we have like a lot of JSON. So for every article I've written, so the JSON form is like this: the title, the URL, the excerpt, publication, medium, then the date. So we cannot have them like so. At first, I think this was like way too much files, but again, the access was kind of cool because before content collection, I had to do just get JSON because Astro could easily import JSON and make it to the JavaScript object. But now with the content collections, if I go to articles and we come here, we have this little await get collection exposed from Astro content. It feels nice, right? And also another thing that's nice for them type people, we could use something called Zod, which it's, if you know TypeScript, Zod is runtime type checking, I think. So it lets you define the shape of the data to be in your content collection. So I could do this, and so you get the DS of type checking. I haven't really experienced the TX yet because I would just that Saturday I would just get anything done. So what do you all think about this? Do you think it's this lots of JSON? And this will also work for your Markdown, really, right? You could put Markdown in here. So I think my blog now is going to be like a content collection if I'm going to like revamp that. Even my social links, I have it as this JSON right now. So with this setup, I could have like a socials folder and have Twitter, what's it called? Twitter, GitHub, and all the things. So which is what we're going to do on stream really soon. We're going to like see how that converts. So from socials.json, which is just like a loose.json file, like there's no, it's just at the top level of source, but now into that directory. So yeah, thank you, please, for starring. You're awesome. So what do you all think of content collection? All right, let me know what you think. So we talk about Astro conversion. I'll show you how it differs from the way I've normally managed stuff with a big .json file. And we're supposed to move that to so we're supposed to move social links to the content collection setup and see how that works. So we're going to try that really quickly. I'm also going to probably, let's see, what was the last thing I was working on? Yeah, I have to check what I had open on CC, so I don't have any work stuff open there. Yep, I did have work stuff open there, so I'm just gonna switch to this one. So yeah, so what do you all think about content collection? Astro sure has a way of making bulky content. Yeah, yes, they sure do. They sure do. And so CZ is updating, which is not a problem. Yes, Lenny, I think so too. Which is why I actually took the pain, because for me, I would just, come on, just give me a JSON array any day, and I'll just iterate over it, and I get what I need. But it does look, in retrospect, it does feels good. So now, if we let's see the DX of moving socials to the content collection instead of my socials or JSON right now. So we're going to try that out. So CZ is done updating. So if you all don't know, CZ is the browser I use, the browser for developers. If you're doing development, front end things, full stack things, you should go get CZ. So you're going to restart that bad boy. I noticed you use away without async. How does that work? Did I? Let's go check that bad boy. I think you're talking about here. So the thing is, this block, right? This is markdown syntax. It's called like a fence, but this is, a .astro file. So Astro understands that. So Astro is going to try to run this in the server, right? Like, I don't want to go into how Astro works, but at build time, this is when Astro does this. So I'm guessing Astro is going to like wrap this into like a sync function. Or what I'm thinking is this could be like a top level await going on, because Astro is using ES modules, and ES modules support top level awaits. Top level awaits is in the ES modules spec. So I get, that's what I'm thinking. That is going to wrap inside a function. So I'm thinking this is a top level await, not like the async function awaits things. Does that make any sense? I really need to get better at this stream thing. So I'm supposed to do what the streamer does and just prop it in here, then I talk about it. Now I finished speaking about it before propping up in here. So sorry, Paul, but that's the answer. I hope that's clear for you. So yeah, I'm thinking he's doing top level awaits because that's the only way it makes sense. Or they're doing something behind the scene. But Astro is pretty simple. If you want to build like static websites that you have the DX of like GXS and modern for them, you should definitely try Astro. So, and of course, use my fork. You could fork my website, or you could just read through the code and get it over with. So let's see, what are we doing next? We're supposed to talk about this import eval proposal, but I'm not sure I want to do that. So probably we're going to do that later. But let's do this move socials link to Astro content collection and sort of like build on the knowledge of what we talked about Astro content collection. So let's see the workflow. CC is open up. I'm going to just do npm run dev here, and I'm going to close this bad boy. I don't want to open the tkyt page. This is where didn't I just say I don't want to open the tkyt page? So this, everything here is in social.json, like you all see. So let's see how I would do the migration and not mess up. Ready? Barbara is forever open source. Really, like I can work in public with it. There's nothing really. My analytics only work when it's from my domain as well. So I think it's all good. Like everything is good. So it's gonna be open source for like forever. I have plans to make my settings also open source too. I've just been lazy. I don't know how to automate updating my settings, my VS Code settings, right? So that's why it's not open source yet. So it's going to be open source forever. And again, I'm supposed to do this. Oh my God. We have to automate this. So yes, that's Barbara's question. And so let's get into the code. So the task now is to move this bad boy to content collection, because currently they are just one big socials. They're not, it's like a low hanging fruit. That's why I want to do this now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you my workflow. Probably I'm going to kill this. But git flow, it's going to be a feature. Move, going to be start. Then move socials. to content collection. Very long branch name, but I'm gonna delete it anyway. It's a short-lived branch, and of course, I forgot to switch. So this is what we're doing. So I didn't do much before you guys say this trend, but this is what we're gonna do. So I'm in a new branch. The command I did, I'm using git flow for this. For if you're in the subscribe community, you're like Lenny and Barbara, they should have heard me say what I use. So git flow is the thing, is the Git workflow I use. There's GitHub workflow, but this one I've been using it for a while, probably 2-3 years now, so it's kind of used to me already. So now I'm in a new branch, and let's break things. So first things first, I'm gonna leave that stuff the way it is. I'm here. I'm gonna do socials, right? And that creates like a new socials folder. I'm gonna close everything. So we zoom in a little bit from content. So this is socials, right? So now we have, what do we have? We have Twitter. So JSON, gonna have github.json. Just gonna, what else do we have? GitHub, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Discord. Yeah, that's a lot. YouTube.json, LinkedIn.json, Twitch.json. See, if you're on Twitch, please go. I'm still, right now I'm cross streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I don't really pay much attention to any of YouTube or Twitch. I just use the eCam. But if you're on Twitch, you go give me a follow up in there. So let's see. Do I have them all? So Discord, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube. And so we have. Okay, I think I have them all. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I missed one. Yeah, we don't have Discord. So we're gonna put Discord.json. All right. So now let me see what you're saying in the chat. Okay, chat's still there. Chat's still good. So now what we need to do now is to move those bad boy in here. But before I do that, I think I should work on the Zod thing. So I could have consocials. Just going to define the collection. And what is the shape? Is it data? So this should be either data or content for this, but this one is data. It's not really like a content thing. So we could just find the schema and do z objects. Of course, going to start from an object. And what do we have for these things? So for social things, we have link, icon, title. Everything, they're all strings, right? So, and they're all the required string. So link, I'm going to start with link. It's going to be c dot string. It's going to be icon z dot string. Then title z dot string things. Okay, yeah. Then I could export the bad boy here. Yeah, this is good stuff. You all still with me, chat? Okay. Yeah, if you all don't understand anything, want me to like go over stuff, just let me know. Then the next bit is to move everything to their individual content, right? So let's start with the Discord bits. I'm gonna just copy it. So it's just so let's see, Discord.json, just gonna pop it up in there. Then I'm gonna start with Twitch. Gonna continue with Twitch. Where's Twitch? I'm gonna, I don't think my formatting would affect this. Yes. Then we have 4 more to do. We have LinkedIn next. LinkedIn. And now we're gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, we're doing this. YouTube. Yeah. What just happened? Okay. Then finally, okay, we have two more, right? Twitter, copy Twitter, Twitter. We have 25 minutes chat, so we definitely be able to do this in 20. Oh no, that was wrong indentation. I want this one instead. Then socials. Mm-hmm. And what's the last one? Yeah, that's GitHub things. So GitHub, yes, and that's the last content. Yeah, rewrites are always very rewriting. So now I could remove this. I could delete the file. Yeah, I'm just going to go outright and delete it and watch me break the world. So let's see what Arc is saying. Okay, no, not Arc. Let's open CZ. Oh, yeah, yes. CZ haven't cut that up because we did not start our dev server. So let's see. Yes, I broke the world. Good, good stuff. So what this is often caused? Okay, yeah, no, it's not caused. I just the file doesn't exist anymore. So let's fix that. So what we're gonna do now is I go to articles first, and I'm gonna just grab this bad boy. Not that we need articles, right? So we're gonna go to the index.astro. I think this is the page I use it. Oh my god, no. So let me just do a search for socials. This is where I use it in socials here. So instead of this now, right? I'm gonna need two things. First of all, I'm gonna just put this here. Remove this. We don't need this no more. Remove this one. No longer need it. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this either. So here, all we need is socials. Of course, I have to import the content collection. And here, I'm gonna rename this to. Here is gonna be renamed to socials things. Socials, and let's see. So I'm gonna go back to this one. I'm gonna need this to grab this from Astro content. Did I grab it? Yeah. Okay. She's happy, but she's complaining. Oh, link doesn't exist for type thingamajig socials. Did I do that right? Let's go check the type config. So we have link. We did export the type right. See, hmm, that's interesting. But let's see if the browser is happy. Okay, browser is not happy either. So what chat? What am I doing wrong, chat? So let's see. Socials collection. Let me output this. Good old console.log. Let's see if we're getting what I expect us to get. Okay, we have. Oh yeah, so yeah. The thing is the thing now comes with .data. So that's one extra dot into things. I wonder if I okay, just so here just will be .data.link. Here will be .data. So this is one other thing. I guess I know why it's just normalized access, but I was used to just still cringy, but it's I might get used to it. So I just look for another way. So let's see what we have. Did we get what we had before? Yeah, we do. Look at that stuff. That's like what 20 minutes of refactoring. So now we've moved from the socials to JSON now to just this. I think it's kind of more organized because you just go for an individual file. Yeah, I like it. What do you all think of this refactor? So that's like we're done really. Like we're done with this. I could ship this now. Git add, git commit. Wait, let's see. Am I using socials to JSON anywhere else? Yeah, I am using it. So we still have one more things to do. So I'm using it also. Let's see, understanding. Yeah, example combine neighbors. Okay, yeah, no. This one is an article, so there's no need to change this. So this was like was the article I wrote on understanding Astro components. So this is good. This is just like demo code. So but the website has evolved, but the code still is still relevant. You could still do JSON things if you want. So no need to change that. So say feed, move social links to content collection. Yeah. So yeah, that is that. So now I could um go to git flow release, sorry, feature finish move socials. I wish I was using warp. It's gonna like help with this autocomplete, but let's just go since I'm using clicking around in Arc browser. So I I might as well just go all clicking and slow things. So now we are good, really. See, this is the API now for getting content. This is like me importing to JSON. So now, according to the thing, I have type safe data access. There's a lot of goodies they promised, but I haven't really used a lot of them. So, but now we do the dot Astro. Yeah, I don't think I've used the dot Astro things. Okay, yes. So the dot Astro is where, let's see. So it's now this folder where it's going to like output your types. So you're going to give me all these type things, all these TypeScript things here. Yeah, yes, but it does the TypeScript things for me. And so the reason why I could use TypeScript, even though I'm not like a very big TypeScript person, is because Astro just takes away the configuration, which is one of the reasons why I hate TypeScript, because it spent too much time fighting the tool. But Astro just lets you like write TypeScript in here, and with Zone and everything is fine. So yeah, not too much of a cringe. Okay, so okay, let's do this one more time. So I think I know what I'll be doing now. So yeah, well, there's more organized, but lazy devs might not like it. And yes, Lenny, that was my first thought. I'm like, oh my god, come on! I just have a socials.json file. There's no need to do this. But I'm like, all right, let's experiment, right? So now the work which is going to be called for contribution. I said that I don't expect you all to contribute it. I lied. Not really, but you all, if you want, you could contribute to this project by helping me refactor the blog. So, wait, okay, from blog to content collection won't be that hard, but the real thing I want you all to help with is TKYT. We're going to move TKYT to content collection. And you all know is TKYT is, we have over 41 past sessions. So that means over 41 of this. So it's going to be like a massive PR. So I'm going to create an issue and you're going to help move TQIT. How does that sound? Is that interesting? Like it gets your hand dirty to just get it done and moved. Okay. And note, you have to take into account the sorting because we have to sort because the way so before even with my .json file I could put them in any order, so I use like the dates to sort it. So right now there's no order, right, because they're all different files. So this sort um method even becomes more useful, so you have to sort it like that. And since we are using content collection, there's no need for like a separate upcoming, so we're going to have one more field which is going to be optional, maybe like upcoming true, right? So if it's set to true or if it's not there, that means it's not, it's a past session. So yeah, we could do all that thinking, but it's fun. If you're interested, I'm going to create an issue and you can actually contribute to that things. So with that said, let's ship this new version. So I'm going to do, that's weird. I thought we had let me see. It'd be out articles. Yeah, I've already added the articles. Why didn't I delete that? That's weird. Okay, so I could have swore we had it. We had the new 3.1.1. Let's go verify that claim. So if here, when I pushed the last time, where's the tag? Yes, we did have this, but I don't have it locally. Isn't that weird? And what's this? All checks failed. Yeah, checks are always failing with playwright things. I haven't fixed the playwright. So yeah, see, you all can. You see, you know, the teamwork makes the dream work. So let me see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull origin main. This branch is up to date. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna move forward. See, this is what stuff happen when you make stuff open source. Just gets weird. But anyway, let's do git flow release start. I'm gonna start to 3.1.2 release. Probably didn't tag it. I guess that's what the hotfix did. Oh. Yes, but anyways, it did tag it. It's up there. But we just move forward. I'm gonna fetch the tag off screen. So we're gonna do this to git add git cmt. Okay. Yes. So git flow release finish 3.1.2. So move socials.json to content collection. Ooh, good stuff. So let's push this. So the way the stuff is set up, so anytime I push to master or to main rather, it's going to deploy a new build for the website. So it's always going to be in sync. Yeah. So yeah. So let's take a little break to like answer your questions if you have any. We've actually achieved a lot, so you all deserve confetti. So yeah, so gonna do that. And yes, I made a call for contribution. So I'm gonna create the issue now. Then we're gonna move TKYT to Astro collection. So that's the things. We're almost done. We don't talk about this defer import eval, but we might gloss over it, So let's see. Last. So yeah, just gonna come here, and now I'm gonna create a new issue. Probably should create a new issue, create an issue template, but we could do that later. So move TKYT to Astro collection. So currently TKYT sessions live in a tkyt.json file. Let's move it to source/content/tkyt and have all sessions as .json files. Notes in tkyt.json, we've got two arrays, one for coming sessions and the other for past sessions. Doing so with this move, we should have an upcoming boolean field instead. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm gonna submit the issue. So whoever is interested, you could go take that out, submit the PR and doing things. Wait. We have 3 folks in here and we have 7 folks in here. We have 3 stars. Why? Are you all not with your laptops? Go start the project. Come on. I'm gonna also start. Of course, why not? I start my own project soon. So you all go, please go start. Okay. So let's copy this issue. I'm gonna give you all the issue. Yeah. So that's that. Let's see, what else do we have? So we've done this. Yes, Kelvin's point of view. So I've created the issue, and So that's what we're going to do. So probably I'm going to monitor that. If no one takes it up, I'm just going to do it myself. Of course, why not? And hopefully you all have retweeted the Twitter tweets and you've joined the SDwK community. Please join the SDwK community. If you've not joined, we do JavaScript things in there. We are very lively and very helpful. So to join, go to SDwK.com/chat. All right. Hopefully you guys have joined. So subscribe or follow on YouTube or Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. Yes, and of course, go start it. You all do this. I want to see 7-6 stars before we round up here. So let's check Kelvin point of view. There are two Kelvin points of view. Kelvin points of view of point of views. Oh yeah. So so let's do this first one. Oh my god, what did I do? See, I told you all. I don't know how to use WAP. We're gonna paste it here. So I saw this article by Stefan. So it's on isomorphic development, and it was really interesting, right? It's very short but interesting. So it's all the whole movement of server components. If you know, that's been the race since late last year, even up to now, we're still talking about it. And you wouldn't imagine my surprise when I saw the Kelvin points of view number 2, which is a tweet. We're gonna look about it, so I'm not gonna spill no tea. So for this one, so the author, at first I wanted to name this post "No server components don't make your job easier." Of course they don't. People think they do, but that wouldn't cover it. It's not server components itself complicating our jobs, it's the isomorphic nature of it. The fact that the same code runs in both server and client. So that's what isomorphic means in this context, right? Code running in server and client. Got it? Good. And that they are supposed to bridge the gap between them. So supposed to, because we are not there yet. Okay. Sure, server components will make your React components look simpler. That's because server components come with strict regulations. Don't use hooks or client state. Don't make them interactive. Guess how complex your client-side React components would look if you'd follow the same rules. Exactly, they look simpler too. And that makes sense because with the React server components, there are a lot of things because your client-side code, of course, you're not going to put them in a server component, right? Because the libraries are expecting to have access to the DOM. So all those code, your use state and things go away from the server components. So of course they're going to look simple because they're just going to solve the problem of data fetching. So I'm with the author on this one. So every time someone tries to sell me the idea that moving code to the server makes our lives easier, they fail to explain how. With server components, some go as far as saying that not saying how they simplify stuff is the same resistance we showed against GXS years ago. I still don't like GXS. I could bear it, but I don't like it. And I was glad Astro took like a little bit of GXS and still have like a single file thing like Vue have. But yeah, I still don't like GXS. So, and that we just need to adapt our mental model. I can tell you, it's not. Moving anything from client to server is nothing like moving from HTML to create elements to GXS. I've been writing isomorphic code since Meteor. Yeah, Meteor. I'm excited to see Meteor because I will be having a session with the CEO of Meteor. He's going to come into a TKIT session, so I'm going to learn this for the first time, which is cool. So I've been writing isomorphic code since Meteor was released back in 2012. So I want to be clear that I'm not against full stack development. I love full stack development too. And I'm not even against isomorphic development as I fully embrace its benefits. What I am against is the false claim that moving part of our code to the server would make the job of a front-end developer easier. No comment. Isomorphic development bridging the network. Let's clear out the first misconception. Frameworks like Next and Remix let you write server and client code neatly together, and you will boot your environment with a single npm run dev command. That doesn't mean that it's one environment though. There's still a server and still a client browser bundle. In Next, the server is code generated by extracting method like get server side props or the new functions decorated with use server directive. And in Remix is functions like loader and action. I'm actually looking forward to learning Remix too, so I don't have much opinions on Remix yet, but I did watch the Remix conf, so it's cool for full stack development, but let's see where the author is going with this. Server code runs on the server, client code runs in the browser, but depending on your implementation, it might also run on the server. Let that last one sink in for a moment. That's what this writing is about. Interesting. The thing to understand is that the build tools separate your server and client logic and run each in their own environments. Server code on the server, client code in the browser, and sometimes, but not always, client code on the server. That is what makes it not easier. With this paradigm shift, we are not asking for the developers to render their code on the server, we're asking them to write code that runs safely and performant in both environments. Moving on, debugging, juggling two environments. With code split between the front end and back end, you are suddenly managing two separate environments. It means watching two debuggers hitting breakpoints, each with his own context, or for the console.loggers amongst us, you will now have log statements in two consoles. Oh my god. Let's see what chat says. Chat, are you all with me with this? And this author. Okay, I'll screen, say your screen. Barbara, I don't think I get you, but come again. So the author of this article, this nice article, is saying that with server components, the complexity for front-end developers just go through the roof because debugging is going to be a pain because you have to check two breakpoints. Because if you have your client side code running the server, you have to check like your server consoles versus the client console. So you now have to play like a game of whack-a-mole because is this going to output on the browser console or output on your server console? Oh my, it sounds exhausting. Also, remember that your component might render twice. Yeah, once in the context of the server and once in the context of the client. Might, because Next.js took a different direction than Remix. In Remix, your component will render twice, once on the server and then on the client during hydration. Attach JS handlers to make interactive. Yeah, that's what hydration means in a nutshell. Next.js shows the route of not supporting state/interactivity on server components, so no hydration render is needed there, or at least not for the server components. Client components still need hydration. Security. I think Baba is going to like this one. Full stack developer must guard against data leaks and breaches. The server has access to sensitive information that clients shouldn't have. You will now have to think about how to get those properties safely to the client. Did you want store available in the module scope out of your React component as a form of catch between renders? Move the component from use client to use server during a refactor and you will leak information between your users. Oh no. It might not be hard to fix, but it's an easy bug to introduce when you build tools, when your build tools decide where to run the code. Something to keep in mind and be aware of at any time. Performance, the dual nature. Performance behaves differently on the client and server. On the client, speed matters and we avoid browser bottlenecks. To use our time efficient, we often work under the principle you don't run the function 1,000 times, so fast is enough. Well, move the function from the client to the server and scalability takes center stage. Function that once ran only a couple of times now run a couple times on every user request. And remember, not just a single thread. All sync code that runs on the server block other requests being made. In the browser, you don't notice a 10 ms delay on your server. It can cause requests to queue up and your AWS builds to grow. Okay, I'm sold. Anything that makes AWS build to grow, I do not want it. Yes. Does this all sound like an impending doom? Like it's this doomsday prophecy of how server components are gonna just bring this complexity to front-end development? Please let me know what you think in the chat. This is interesting. This is really interesting. So data querying, bridging the gap. Querying data is a joint effort. Front-end make API calls, while back-end tackles databases. Full-stack developers must master database performance, query optimization, and indexing. Don't forget about rate limiting challenges when server interacts with external APIs. Where the client would have made a handful requests to an API from thousands of different origins, you are now making thousands requests from a single origin. When caching responses for the sake of performance, be aware of where your query runs. for the sake of security, depending on the query, you might or might not want to share your caches between requests. I think we've spoke about this in the community, in the CSS community, about how making front-end developers write SQL is sort of not like a great idea, because we all know SQL has to do, you need to know whether you're writing performance query and SQL injection and all that. I really want to see what the Next.js, Vercel, and all the the client, the server side, the server components folks have in mind in terms of security. But it is something to think and worry about. So, final words. My concerns isn't about moving to full stack development. Yes, I also love full stack development, right? That's why I'm building the boring JavaScript stack. So I've been here for over 15 years. Ooh, nice. My concern is about the hybrid nature that we are moving into. Code runs in both environments and boundaries are there, but not clearly visible. It's easy to slip up because we are busy or because we are missing something during refactor. Our tools aren't ready for this. We don't have an isomorphic debugger that hits breakpoints on both environments. And we don't have an isomorphic console that merges log statements from client and server. ESLint is merely a linter for formatting, and TypeScript won't warn you about linking variables either. Last time I've checked, we even don't have a code coverage tool merging results from both sides. All of the above can be learned, but it's so much more than just adapt your mental model. It's new knowledge, it's more knowledge, and it'll make your job harder. If you believe it doesn't, then you're either missing the risk or you're underselling yourself. While we're at it, because maybe it's time to stop calling it full stack development. It's no longer enough to be proficient in both environments. We need to start thinking of it like a single environment, even though our tools don't expose it that way. How does isomorphic development sound? So, what do you all think? Full stack development or isomorphic development? Chat. Just leave a comment. So yeah, I again, keep it simple comes to mind. With the old server components thing and front-end developers now, I think they're now doing full stack development. They're not really doing a lot of backend. Okay, in all honesty, right? They are doing the data access, which is what the backend normally takes care of with other robust things. Right now, they're trying to bridge that gap and introduce a lot of complexity while they're doing it. I really want to see how this play out, because the goal for server components originally is less JavaScript on the client, right? But these complexities now, it's I don't know. I really do not know how that's going to play out, but I'm interested. I love the JavaScript ecosystem, so I really want to see how that goes. So finally, we are going to look at this one. So this one was a tweet I saw. I love this tweet. This is just adding. So let's open this up. So this was the tweet, right? And Icarus was so someone did this performance thing. So I'm just gonna go, into the weeds of it all. So Jack, I've actually been speaking to Jack when I watched this video of how server components might actually be slower than get server side pro for those who do next, And I was like, okay, we should talk about it some more. And then this person, Vedant, tested it and put out some time. And Icarus did a visualization which blew my mind. So literally, with all the innovations that is coming to like server side component, and with Next 13, I guess Next 3 is way better. You could see, so in this graph, Mosh is better. So Next 3 can serve much more requests per second than Next 13 with server components, I guess. That's I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Of course, Nox is awesome, his view, and But again, right, I am not happy that it's this much of a regression. I feel this is a regression or something is wrong somewhere. But I really want this to be addressed really, because this is nice, all right? So average response time, like this is just too much of a difference to go unnoticed. And yeah, I really want to see, the folks working on this fix this, because it is troubling as of now, right? So We're gonna give you all that, and also gonna give you this one. But gonna copy this. I give you. So yeah, we are at time. We've spent like 4 more minutes into this. Yeah, we're 3 minutes. So yeah, do any question? Hope you all have done your tags. Join the community. You've subscribed. I'm having faith in you, and you've started the project. Yeah, that one I can verify. Let's go verify. Uh, so let's refresh this page. Yeah, you are good, folks. Thank you. So yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I hope you all learned something new, and yeah, let me know in the chat if you have a question before we wrap up, or otherwise this will be me signing out until next Thursday. I don't know what we're going to be doing next Thursday. If I can, I don't know, but we'll see what we're going to work on. And yeah, any questions before we go? So yeah, we've been we're moving from 7 to 6. So at that average, we have 7 folks in here, probably 6. So I'm really appreciative of you all for being here. You are amazing for coming to join me for this hour. Invite your friends next time, okay? Let's do and bring your questions. I could answer any question while doing these streams. Guys, if there's anything you want me to talk about, anything you see on the internet you want me to add some spice, like get my point of view on it, do bring it. That'll be fun. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so wait, hold up. Create my own blog or write up on the platform, or both. Lenny, for me, I'm gonna take the same stand as Selma. Selma is a friend of mine. She's of the stance that own your own content on the internet. So if you can own your content on the internet, you get a domain. It's very easy. You could your code on Gates, you deploy to render for free on a CDN, or I use render. So my hosting is free, so it's not. I just have to pay yearly for my domain name. So owning your own content, you could do a lot with it. Like Selma's website is just amazing. So yeah, own your own content, own your own article if you can. I wrote a lot for Medium before I actually do mine. But if you don't want to do that currently, or you don't have resources to, you could just do. But for the fun of it, of course, own your own content. Okay. And again, I did not pop that on screen. So yeah, so that's it. Do that. Of course, you could also write for other publications now and then. But for me, I write solely for mine, like my own content, except I have like a guest publication to write for these days. So that's it. So owning your own content is good. Own your own real estate on the internet. Oh, that answer your question, Lenny. Okay, so yeah, we are wrapping up now. Thank you all. We are at 8 folks now. This is amazing. Let's double the number next Thursday. Okay, you all bring someone. All right, and bring your questions. So see you all next Thursday for another source diving with Kelvin. Yeah, I'm glad you do, Ago. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed this stream. Yeah, me too. This is fun. I actually know I had Code Feed for a long time before I started streaming, but doing it now, I love this hour. We could do a lot of stuff. So yes, thank you for that kind word, Ago. And see you all on the next one, or see you all on Twitter, or see you all anywhere. So bye.